G'day guys, back with another round of Facebook Scrabble games. Let's go straight into this one. Right, so... new game. New game, new person. That's good. I want to play something like a room. Or... something like Lumlia. Not quite. Lumia. No. Okay. So you probably want to try and get rid of what's best here. LORE is nice. MORE is fine. You know, if you can score well for them. Model. Lol. I think we can do a mool. Mool's okay. Oh no, it's giving me the sad face. So I had mool plus LER. Let's have a look in Zizvar. That's my study. We're even looking at oh, well, I think I've heard of that word, but I don't think I'd ever pick it. So it would have gone here. Oh well. Morello, no. 2 spots to play it. So Morello here. So yeah. It was going to open up a lot, but so did mine anyway. So well, let's hope we learnt something for that. Morello. One thing I do like to do is look things up on the internet when I do, just to work them out. Let's have a look. So Morello. It's a new word for me. No. Okay. Well, Zizvar said it was some type of cherry, so let's. There you go. Let's look like a normal cherry. Don't know. Cool. New word. That's good. Fairly good pickup for the next turn. We'll come to that later. 2 blanks. My opponent didn't play a double or anything through. So I reckon they probably had a double here. So they would have had like A E I E I T T blank blank. Well, my initial take on that was that they would have something like an ATE word, or like I thought like there might be an aristate, or so yeah, looks like. I'm curious to find out, but let's just have a look at. So they had A E I T blank blank. So it'd have to be an S. So what I'm looking at is whether it had to have like an S here and place something there, like satiate. Just because my initial take on it is that they must have had something better. What do you reckon? Let's Anything with the S, Atresia would have worked. So you've got to think, well, how did my opponent miss that? Because it's an anagram of Ariste. Asteria, Atresia, Ariste. Ectasia, so many. So what can happen is sometimes people are blind to bonuses when it sort of ends in an S. They sort of don't look any further, and I guarantee you my opponent would be kicking themselves if they realise. So I'm just going to say Atresia, question mark. So I'm more interested in the one through the TE. And they've got an R. Yeah, they're thousands. So to get a sub anagram, so we do a anagram and then we do a pattern. S blank blank. There were only 3. My opponent should have known this one, Atresia and Entasia. This one's fairly difficult to find, I think. Now the real one that I want to look at is that through this TE, because that's the more interesting one. Estivate, alliterate, hematite, expatiate. So this word I wasn't familiar with and doesn't get played very often. Hematite. So there wasn't anything as a double through that TE. Oh wait, was it? No. So so here's another interesting one. Alliterate takes an S. Now you might not. So it's different from illiterate, like ILL. It's different from that word. It still takes an S. So we look at alliterate. Doesn't really give us any kind of okay. So it's saying that it's the same as like with the double L, which means to. So alliteration is when you start with this. You start something with the same letter. So 6 sweet ships when you're describing something, or creamy cakes. Creamy child's cake. The child cuckolded over the creamy cakes, something like that. Really bad example. Let's go back to the game. Let's forget my terrible analysis there. Oh, wait. Maybe we should have a turn first. Greg, I think, is good. So this could go here. I'd really like to get rid of it. So ideally I'd get rid of like QGG. Maybe cat. Yeah, we could play boring. Brog. Whoa, that's a really... you can't see it on the screen, there's a really crazy ad. So Brog's going to be my chosen play next turn if I can get it down. Oh no, my bonus. Okay. Okay. I might have forgotten that Agus takes more than just that. More than just the... it takes a few. I knew about J, but that was out. J. NRS. Of course an S. Yeah, well done to my opponent. And, well, I stuffed that one up, didn't I? I could put it down to bad tracking. Okay, well, what are we going to do? I've got to play out. So... things like Obang, Tango, I'm not sure if baton can be spelt with a double T, no. So the word I mentioned before, Obang, takes some nice hooks, so G and a K. So Tango works. Does it get us out in two? Bot could work. Gnat. Give me Tango. Wait, no, that's wrong. Give me Mama. Happy face. Happy face. Don't think Devot is good. You can have a Devon. No, Devot. Oh, Devot is good. Okay. So, oops. So, next turn. Yes, that was my genius outplay. I can play here, or I can play Devot here, which is slightly better. 14 instead of 10. Let's go to the last game. Bonding. I don't think you can have a scurvy, can you? You can. Ooh. It's dangerous. That's a cool little one. Okay. I'd like to play pretty much all of these letters. If I could, of course. Everyone always wants to play all of the letters. That's right, we played rungless last turn. Bongo goes here. This G really max. Okay, so you've got to sum up the likelihood of, well, what's going to happen. This is an endgame rack. A pre-endgame rack, and in a situation like this, I would consider all of the vowels, all of the consonants. I'd see what was left. I'd see if there was a surplus of things, or if there were like no vowels. So I'm going to quickly count the vowels. So I count 31, which means out of 20 tiles, so there's 13 in the bag, that's what we get down from down this here. 13 tiles in the bag, 7 on my opponent's rack. So I count 11, which is a lot of vowels to get rid of in the end game. Boning Oppeners Nerd Lessons, something like that. Oh, we can't play it. Ugh, all over the place here. So I was thinking, oh yes, I can get rid of all my letters here. No, not happening. Okay, in a situation like this, where we don't have an obvious bonus spot, or we can't really play our stuff out anywhere. I'm pretty sure things like doob, you can have doob, but I wouldn't go so far as doobing. Dooning, yeah. I might be so I might actually feel good enough to play something like just BON or Bond, leaving gin. It's a nice leave, but it doesn't really do anything. Is there anything here? Hey, hang on a second. There's a little spot here for some score. I think we might take that. Ooh, that's exciting. Whoa, wow. Now I don't know if you've seen what I have. This is a very high scoring move on this board. Maybe a couple of seconds. You can pause the video if you want, but there is the Z spot here. Now, if my opponent doesn't take it, Z. You see any words that go here? Well, you can have a 4-letter word, and that's probably going to be on my opponent's mind. But what about... Oh, do you know the hooks for... How about this? There's a hook for this word, and it is Zinco. So that'll be game over if my opponent doesn't take that. It doesn't matter what they do, really. I think it's really unlikely they could have a bonus out of these things. So I'm now in a really good position. Really good. They could bonus here. You know, they could bonus. Yeah. But if they don't take my if they do take my spot, I've still got 37. That's the power of having heavy tiles in the end game. So, and that came about just by, you know, finding a nice little but high scoring spot. I mean, I didn't even intend. So all I really did was balance, and then I picked nice, and because I balanced my rack, I automatically have tiles that go with anything that I pick up, and that's the whole point of, you know, paying attention to what you are throwing out every time, and it pays off in the end. It's not so easy to see when when you're starting out, but wow, so you might go, oh well, it's just luck you picked the Z. Sure, why not? But if you were to count up all the letters that are in the bag, and everything this, and then tell me, oh, what's not lucky to pick? Is it only the Z, or what about the A that I picked with it, or the I that I had to pick? How many I's are there actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6. So by sheer fluke, I didn't really count. Maybe I intuited it. I'm not sure. By that kind of fluke, I balanced, even though I didn't really know what was happening. You know, I didn't really understand that there were 4 I's left. I knew there were a lot of vowels, and I knew it had a lot of consonants, but I wasn't really going which particular vowels. Wow. So, well, as we've discussed, I mean, S. There's no S's left. There's no blanks left. We're done. Crive. See, what is... So, this is an anagram. So, the word I'm looking at would have kept an E for my opponent. That, no. Okay. Yeah. It was an interesting round of games, but one mistake somewhere. That's right, Morello. We learnt a word, Morello. Yeah. It's, oh look. I might be able to start a new game with some people. Because sometimes I don't know if this, if you've what I found is with this, if it doesn't load properly for some reason, you know, it just, you can't challenge everyone on your friends list. It's a bit weird. A Eurone and an L. I just want to play AUE, EAU, something like that. Scally face. And someone else asked me to start a game with them. Let's just... Airworm. No. Womera. No. Airwoman. Yeah, that would be nice. Marrow. We're going to play Marrow. Great. Fantastic. Yeah. Alright. I've started a lot of games, so it should get more interesting in the next couple of videos, hopefully. Not making any promises. Yeah, that's it for this round. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.